Assalamu alaikum. Tonight's name is Al-Mujeeb. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Mujeeb. And tonight's name means that we're about 60 days away from Ramadan. That's only 2 months. Subhanallah. May Allah make us safely reach Ramadan. Allah is Al-Mujeeb, and that means that Allah responds. He responds to us. He replies to us. He listens, but He doesn't just listen. He listens and then He responds. Maybe you've experienced this where you're trying to get somebody's attention. You say their name, you want them to realize something, or you have something to ask of them, and they don't pay any attention to you. You have to yell louder, you have to maybe tug on their coat sleeve, tap them on the shoulder, do these sorts of things, and it can be a little bit frustrating. Allah is the opposite of this. One time the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he was with his companions and they were walking up a hill. And the companions, they started shouting out to Allah their prayers, their dua. But they were doing it in a very loud voice, and the Prophet ﷺ, he told them, listen, you don't have to yell. And one of the things that he told them is Allah is Al-Mujeeb. Allah is responsive. He's on it already. You don't have to work super hard to get a response, right? Imagine maybe there's a famous person that you like, or you think that they're cool. Imagine what would happen if you wrote them a letter or wrote an email to them. Do you think that you would get a response back? You might, but you might not. A lot of people probably are doing the same thing. A lot of people are writing letters or sending emails to this famous person, and so they don't have a lot of time. They might have other people that send you a little thank you note, but is that person actually going to sit down and respond to everything that you say? Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Mujeeb. Allah does that. He takes every single prayer that comes His way, every single dua, and He responds to it with a personal response. Now you might say, well, wait a second, I've asked Allah for things and I haven't gotten them. So what's the deal? How is Allah the most responsive and responding to what I'm asking if I don't get everything that I want? Well, didn't we say a couple nights ago that Allah is Al-Muqit? That Allah is the one who He knows what you need and He's going to give you what you need, but He knows that some of what you want is not what you need. And so Allah is not going to give you something that you want that's really bad for you. But that doesn't mean that Allah is not Al-Mujeeb. No, Allah is the most responsive. He's responding to you right now, and He will always respond to you when you call to Him or ask Him. That's all for tonight. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.